Hello, Mrs. Price here for another math lesson. Today we're going to learn about place value. Today we will read, write, and relate 1, 2, and 3-digit numbers to their number words using place value charts. We'll understand that the 2 digits of a 2-digit number represent amount of tens and ones. We'll understand that 10 tens is equal to 100. Here is a place value chart. We have ones, tens, and hundreds. How many ones do you see? Turn and tell your partner. Did you say 9? Then you would be right. What would happen if we added one more 1? Turn and tell your partner how many we have. Did you say 10? We have 10 ones. 10 ones can't stay in the ones column. We need to move them over to the tens column and make 1 10. Excellent. So now we have 10. 0 ones, 10. Excellent job. How many do you count now? Tell your partner what we need to do. Since there are 12, we will have to group 10 of them together and move them to the tens column. Is that what you said? Good job. So we have 10 in the tens, 2 in the ones, which equals 12. How many ones are in 12? 12 ones are in 12. How many tens are in 12? Turn and tell your partner. 1 10 and 2 ones. I used yellow rods this time for the tens place. Can you turn and tell your partner how many rods there are? Did you say 7? And how many ones do you see? Turn and tell your partner. How many in all? We have 4 ones. 7 rods is 70. So we have 74 in all. How many ones are in 74? "74 ones are in 74. How many tens are in 74? Turn and tell your partner. Did you say 7 tens? Good job. How many ones are in 74? If we have 7 tens, how many ones? 4 ones. Good job. On our place value chart, we have 0 ones, 0 tens, and 100, 100 in the hundreds place, which equals 100. Do you remember our last lesson with the place value family? Well, this now has 11 tens, which is 110 in the tens place, and 1 in the ones place. We know 11 tens can't stay in the tens place. It's too crowded. So we're going to have to move some over to the hundreds place. How many do we have to move over to the hundreds place? How many tens need to be moved to the hundreds place? Turn and tell your partner. Did you say 10 tens? You're right. And 10 tens is equal to 1 100. And we still have 1 10 and 1 1, which equals 111. How to draw base 10? Well, you're at home, and even if you weren't at home, you don't always have use of the base 10 manipulatives, so you're going to have to draw them. To draw a 1, you would put just a little dash. To draw a 10, you would draw a straight line going down, and for the hundreds, you would draw a square. How much is this? Turn and tell your partner. How many ones did we have? 3. How many tens do we have? 3, which is 30. And what's the number when we put it together? Turn and tell your partner that number. If you said 33, pat yourself on the back. Good job. How much is this? Turn and tell your partner. How many ones do we have? We have 8 ones. How many tens do we have? 7 tens, which is 70. Is that what you told your partner? Pat yourself on the back. Can you tell me what number this is when we put it together? Tell your partner. Did you tell your partner 78? Good job. That deserves a double pat on the back. One with your left hand, one with your right hand. Awesome job. How much is this? Always start with the ones and work your way up, because if the ones gets crowded, you're going to have to regroup and move it over to the tens. And if the tens gets crowded, you're going to have to regroup and move it over to the hundreds. So begin with the ones. How many ones do we have? 7. How many tens do we have? 6. Or 60. How many hundreds do we have? 1, which equals 100. What is the number when we put these 3 numbers together? Tell your partner. If you said 167, you are correct. What is this number? Turn and tell your partner. We have 3 ones, 3 tens, which is 30, and 2 100s, which is 200. And what is this number when we put it together? Turn and tell your partner. 233. Good job. How to add using base 10. Our first problem is 45 plus 24. So we're going to draw our 5 ones and 4 tens. Then we'll draw 24, 4 ones and 2 tens. We'll add them together. We can count how many ones there are. There are 9 ones and there are 6 tens. Our answer is 69. Let's check our work by doing the basic math equation. 45 plus 24. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. 69. Our next equation is 52 plus 25. Let's draw 2 ones and 5 tens plus 2 tens and 5 ones, which is 25. The first thing we'll do is add our ones. You always add your ones first. We have 7 ones on this problem, and then we'll add our tens. We have 7 tens. Let's check our equation. 2 plus 5 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. Wow, that's really easy. Let's try one more problem. This will be our last problem we're doing today, and we're going to regroup. We have 27 plus 34. The first thing we do is add the ones. Well, we're going to draw our base 10. For 27, we have 7 ones and 2 tens. We have 34 with 4 ones and 3 tens. We need to add the ones. Oh, regroup if necessary. It's necessary because there's more than 10. There's 11. So I'm going to put a circle around my ones, and I'm going to make that a red 1 to represent that circle. Then I have 5 more white lines and 1 left over. That's my answer. 61. Let's check my answer by adding 7 plus 4 equals 11. 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 3 is 6. 61. Wasn't that fun? Wow, you guys are getting smart. Awesome job. We read, wrote, and related 3-digit numbers to their words. We understood that the 2 digits of 2-digit numbers represent amounts of tens and ones. We understood that 10 tens equals 100. Don't forget to watch the recorded reading lessons with Mrs. Estevez, writing lessons with Miss Tapia, and more math lessons with me, Mrs. Price. This is Mrs. Price signing out. Bye.